on the zip section, and I'm marking out where my zip is going to be. But first of all, I have to attach a fabric to this point, which you can see here. I have to attach this fabric, and on this fabric I would attach my zip. Now I'm just going to pin that down before sewing. And while pinning down, I had to stretch the material so it doesn't bunch up at some point. Here I was measuring the point where I'm going to sew my zip fabric. I was measuring it on the outside of the bag so that it's going to appear as a straight line on the outside. I am more concerned about the outside look of this bag. So I haven't measured, I'm marking out where I'm going to sew. Now I've sewn the zip fabric. I've sewn for the front and the back, and I'm just looking at how I'm going to fix my zip. Okay, now I'm fixing my zip. I opened up the zip and started attaching the front part of the zip to the side where I want the front to be, and I'm just going to pin this down with the fabric, giving a little space between the fabric and the zip itself, the zip teeth, giving a little gap between the fabric and the zip teeth, so that when I zip up this bag, there's going to be no obstruction, if you understand what I mean. Okay, I have finished with one side. Now I'm zipping to check if I attach my zipper well before sewing it down, because once you sew it down, it's not like there's no going back, there's a going back, but I don't want to waste my time, so I had to make sure. Then while the zip was still zipped up, I attached the other zip side to the other zip fabric, and I pinned the front side first before doing the other side. Now this is both sides done, pinned. Now I zip it up to check again if I really did it well. Okay, and I did it well. Next thing was to sew. I'm trying to be careful in my sewing, making sure I'm not sewing too close to the teeth of the zip, and then from time to time I zip up to check that I'm sewing my zip correctly, because if I sew too close to the zip teeth, zipping would be difficult. Now I've sewn both sides of the zip fabric. I'm just going to sew the end, that's the back of the zip. I'm going to sew that down, as you can see, so that I can cut off this excess zipper part, you can see. But before sewing this down, I made sure I had zipped up a little. Had zipped up a little before sewing this part. Now sewing this part is just going to secure the zip, if that makes sense. Secure the end of the zip. Having sewn that part, I go in with my scissors. Before cutting, I zip to check that the back is secured. I zip down and then I cut off the excess zip. Now I zip again to check. This is me sewing the hand. This is the second hand of the bag. I would have used a big needle. I would have used a bigger needle for this part because the fabric here is also thick. But I was already working with this small needle, so I just continued. Having sewn my zip and make sure it's the same length as the other hand, I cut off any excess fabric and my bag is done. Thank you for watching.